I know you, I can feel you with the green of soul. It's more than empty dreams and promises. It's not infecting me no more. And all I say to you is getting on. You won't be feeling me no more. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. With all those dreams of all our memories, there's not being alone at one. And thoughts of you just break me down inside. I sing it with the green of souls. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. Get your hands up. It's more than empty dreams and promises. All right. Welcome to the listening room, y'all. Wonderful to join me on a Wednesday night. You guys are awesome. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. Like the video. All that good stuff. Comment. Get involved. Engage. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on the listening room. My name is Eddie Booz, and I am your host. Today, my guest is a listening room favorite. He's a crowd favorite. We always have him on, and it's great to see him today. Please welcome my man, Mr. BJ Engel, to the program. BJ, how you doing, brother?
Good, Eddie. Thanks for having me back, man. Feels like it's been a while. It's only been like a week.
I know. I know. Like the days get all like jumbled up, with with very little scheduling to to go to work or to do anything. So it's like they get all jumbled up, and then like doing the show, it feels like even 1 week feels like 3 weeks because there's so
Right.
much goes into each episode. Everybody, everyone out there, all you guys see is kind of the end result. When it gets and it can be extensive, is what I'm saying. It can be extensive, and a lot more than just the episode that you see goes into actually producing each episode.
I don't even know when to call you anymore. It's like, oh, he's probably busy putting a show together, blah, blah, blah.
I always got time for you, Beej. I always got time for you. The only thing is that Skype just randomly, doesn't show messages. We were talking about that earlier, how
Dude.
I had messaged you and you had messaged me, and we both only saw the old messages from the last time my dad was on the show was the last time we had talked. And that was the day
it's so mad.
it had showed you the same messages that it had showed me. It was really weird. So
It didn't even show me your message today.
Really?
And it seldom rings when you call. I have to get you to Instagram me and tell me that we need to have a chat or whatever, and then I call you when I have a minute. It's ridiculous.
It's definitely better to do the Instagram messaging with each other to just kind of get it going on there. But hey, Mom, how you doing? Great to see you. Love you. Good joint. Wonderful to see you. Holly, awesome. Good to see you today. Ray, you guys are amazing. So Beach. So let's jump into a little gratitude real quick, and then we'll come back to this. So today, I'm gonna start. I like to start the show off, like to start my day just with a little bit of gratitude. So we're gonna talk about something we're grateful for. So Beach, why don't you tell me something you're grateful for? And everyone out in the audience there, if you guys are feeling grateful for something today, throw it in the comment section. We'd love to read it. We'd love to kind of jump in on your gratitudes too. So Beach, what are you grateful for today, brother?
I've been waiting a few days to say that I was grateful for this new thing I have a new guitar in my arsenal that is life-changing for me.
All right, I'm glad you said it was a guitar. For a minute, I was afraid you were going to say it was a new dildo or something.
Oh, hello.
I
no.
I didn't know where you were going with that. All right,
no,
come on, give me the guitar. Give me the guitar info.
As some of you know, or most of you might know by now, I'm in a wheelchair. And obviously with that comes some pretty big struggles. And one of them being playing guitar. You know, those things are heavy. And when you have them on your leg for an extended period of time, things happen when your legs don't work properly. You deal with spasms and pain of different kinds,
cutting off the circulation certain points when you're not aware of it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and as you know, as a guitar player, you gotta, to get any kind of progress made, you gotta sit and play that thing for hours upon hours.
Right.
So I got myself one of these. It is called a Strandberg guitar.
Dope.
Back up.
Yes, back it up a little so we can see the body.
And
beautiful.
This thing weighs 4 pounds total, so I can sit and play this guitar in total comfort for hours upon hours. Also, if you look down here, it's got this cutaway here and this cutaway here, so it allows me
to just put it right there.
Position the guitar in different ways on my legs. So if one way gets uncomfortable, I can play it like this. And when that gets uncomfortable, I can move it to this leg, and so on and so forth.
Love that.
So I am grateful for Strandberg guitars.
Strandberg guitars. Shout out to Strandberg guitars. We gotta throw a little clip their way. Let them know we're thinking about them and we love them and appreciate them making awesome guitars, and with a not only a really cool looking design but also very ergonomic. And allowing you to to be comfortable. In the wheelchair and be able to use the guitar and have it probably, I'm thinking, for longer periods of time with far higher comfort levels.
Absolutely. I actually sent a personal thank you letter to the creator of Strandberg Guitars and told him my story, and told him what it was all about, and that I was super thankful for his invention.
Awesome.
And he sent me a letter back, a personal letter from
very
him,
cool, dude. Shout out to Strandberg Guitars. You guys, that's awesome. You guys are making cool. You guys are making really cool instruments over there. We appreciate that. You're gonna do a Does It Rock pretty soon on Strandberg Guitars?
Oh yes.
Okay, so so don't tell us if it rocks, and even if it does rock, can you say it doesn't? I'm just kidding.
Might rock.
I'm just kidding.
At this point.
Strandberg, we know you rock. We know you rock. So no,
as soon as I have a new piece of music written for that video, I'll definitely be doing one.
Sick, dude.
So watch out for that.
Very cool, dude. Very cool. Ray says he's grateful for spending time with his son. That's awesome, right? That's always appreciated. Spending time with those closest to you. Your family. That's some of the best time you can possibly spend. Shannon says, today I'm grateful for my friends, and that's super key. You know what I mean? Just to be able to have gratitude for those closest to you, and a lot of people, I know a lot of people that are frustrated with those closest to them, and are not as grateful in that area, so it's good to surround yourself with those you feel supported by and loved, and it's great. It's a really good thing to be grateful for, being able to spend time with both your friends and your son. But no, that is a really amazing guitar, Beej. I love that thing, dude. That's super cool. I'm looking forward to playing it when I come out to visit you, too.
I can't wait to let you give it a spin, man. You're going to love it.
Yeah, dude, that's going to be awesome, dude. Well, I'm grateful today for the listening room, to be honest with you. I'm grateful for the listening room for a lot of reasons, too. Not just for the reasons of getting to showcase other people's music and getting to have fun every day, and but also, personally, I'm very grateful for the listening room in a specific manner of, and this kind of goes to what my mom said earlier here in the chat. She says, "You're one of the best highlights of my days, 1,000 miles away, but not gratitude." And it's like, I think for me, the listening room is one of the highlights of my days, and it's not just because it's a positive experience, but it's also because it's something that I'm able to like look forward to and build a routine around in this time where there's not a lot of routine to be had. There's not a lot of regiment and scheduling, to be done. With all of that happening, and with the lack of that, I've found some comfort. I found a little bit of peace in the routine of having something to work towards every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I think for me, like, having that luxury of having created something that I can work on every day, look forward to, and share with those closest to me and those out there, and in the world who prefer to watch or would like to watch. I just find it comforting, in this time where there's not a ton of comfort out there, and
like we were saying in I think the last video I was on, we were talking about little wins along the way. You get those little wins by doing a daily show like that too. You get a little win every day.
Exactly.
So it keeps you wanting to move forward.
Yeah, and it's exactly right. You get those, and when you get those little wins, like you were talking about, you build that momentum for yourself, and you keep going. And it's weird. Like, I started this show, and I could have done it once a week, but it turned into once a day. It was every Monday through Friday at the exact same time, and it's live, so it kept me accountable. It kept, if I wanted to be committed to putting something forth that was positive, that people could, I know there's a lot of crazy going on in the world right now. There's a lot of crazy going on in the country right now. There's a lot of, anger. There's a lot of, frustration going on in people. And I think a lot of people are so inundated with that on so many different levels, whether it's social media or, their friends or their family talking or the news or whatever it is. I feel like it's so much of that I feel like just being able to do this for an hour a day and not discuss any of that, and just step away from the madness for an hour and just enjoy life for a little bit, and just be able to enjoy some positivity and some art, and focus your attention on something else, on something that's positive, on something that's, like I said, kind of artful, and that's the focus here. The focus is to, talk to as many different people who are passionate about art and creativity and positivity and the human experience and wonderful things as humanly possible, so we can continue to just kind of keep in that vibe and spread that message. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I feel like for me, like, having the listening room to look forward to every day has been, it's kept me very grounded and helped me stay very positive and sane through a lot of this, and I mean, we all make mistakes. We all have, not very rarely is life perfect. You know what I mean? Very rarely do we have perfect days, perfect moments, but we make the best of what we have. And I think, like I said, for me, I really am appreciative of having the time every day to focus on this thing and look forward to it and try and bring a little bit of positivity to not only myself, but to everyone else out there who might choose to watch.
Heck yeah, man. And I gotta say, from the outside looking in, this is a super impressive thing that you've been able to pull off every day. I mean, this is a pretty tall order to get all your gear lined up, to get a person lined up for the show every day, to think about new topics to talk about, line up new music. Like, people don't understand how much it takes to do all that. Like, you're wearing 10 different hats right now too. You're a video producer, you're a sound engineer, you're a graphic designer, you're a promoter, you're a all that stuff. And you didn't go to school for any of those things, really.
Yep.
You taught yourself how to do it.
Yep.
And
nobody works on the show with
applied
me.
yourself and practiced and failed and,
Yeah.
and learned from all those failures. And
Nobody programs the show. I don't have a Jamie like Joe Rogan does. Like, I don't have a, somebody who does that stuff. Like, I do all that stuff right here on my keyboard. I taught myself how to use OBS. It's not a very difficult program to start to understand, and that's the program, the open broadcasting software, where I am able to do all this stuff that you see right in front of your eyes right now. I'm able to switch scenes like this. I know guys who run other podcasts who spent $1,000 just to figure out how to do, just to have a piece of equipment that does that. You know what I mean? Just to buy a scene switcher. You know what I mean? Like an HDMI switcher to go from camera to camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of those showing up on streams lately.
Yeah, I know a lot of people
are like, hey, check out my new thing.
I know a lot of people.
And he can do that with his keyboard, man.
Right. I know a lot of people who went and bought multiple cameras for multiple camera angles. I figured out how to do all of my camera angles with one camera. So like when I switch from me, like if I'm here on me, and then I try and go to my guest, it'll go to my guest, and then it'll go, to me on my own shot, and I figured out how to do all that by like resizing certain things and, getting all this stuff together. But dude, you're right. I'm the only one
that does that.
It's one camera that's doing all of my,
cool, man.
That's doing all of my angles, and when I have people in studio, that's when you can see the different angles, and it looks like there's different cameras doing a different angle for each person.
I thought for sure you had two cameras.
I have it all one camera, and it's all in how I size and place things on the screen, so it looks to you like there's a different angle. And
that is some thrifty ass studio work there,
bro,
my friend.
I'm not even kidding you. But it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, it does look good.
So it's like I'm able to do certain things with that. And then you came through in a big way and helped me out with like a lot of the graphics. Like when people see this whole thing at the beginning right here. BJ is the one who created this whole visual intro for me. So yeah, so I can't tell you how much I appreciate that in itself, Just,
you're welcome, man. It was fun doing it. I'm happy to be a part and flattered that you wanted to use it on your show.
Oh, dude, yeah, and it's been awesome, dude. I've been really appreciative of having this stuff. You've been, more than happy. I mean, me and you have sat up, some nights till 2 a.m, and you working on certain graphics with me. Oh, can you make this thing for the Daisy Cam, and can you make this thing and show me, and you've been, you come up with cool different you made like 3 different moving graphics for the show title, like and multiple other PNGs and stuff that you sent me, so dude,
I love doing that stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's a blast, and to see that you're happy with the end product just makes it worth it at the end of the day, right?
Well, dude, what they're looking at right here, sorry, I'm always like on the total opposite spectrum when I point at things. All right, so the banner that you see right above you guys here, like this little thing right here, the banner, the listening room banner, BJ that's part of one of the moving graphics that BJ made for me. So, but nah, man, it grew like crazy, bro. Like first it started with just the camera that was in the webcam on the computer. And it was just me sitting in front of the webcam doing one song a day and just talking a little bit to the crowd. Mom, thank you so much. And Ray, you're exactly right. I clock in 5 days a week, bro. And not just what you see, too. It's like there's a lot of prep that goes into each episode. Like BJ said, it airs some days. It takes me, I'll spend, multiple hours just booking for the upcoming days. Some days I spend time just doing... some days I spend time, just doing, test streams to make sure I'm getting the highest quality video and audio I can possibly get.
We've done a lot of that together, doing the testing out bugs.
Tons of stuff, dude. Like, and then, even going into like, okay, well, how am I going to start, changing things up and, having different people on the show, or like changing my set to look better, or, just making it the best it can possibly be, and then having musical guests on, and then how do I work that out to where I can make sure that everybody can hear the musical guests well, and it's just kind of, turned into this thing where, but it allows my mind and my energy and my heart to focus on something positive every day and get into that routine of, okay, I'm going to bring this positive thing to everyone, you know, and I'm going to enjoy myself, you know, doing it, you know. So you know, that goes back to the, you know, the gratitude that I'm experiencing for the show itself, and for the ability that, for the experience that it allows me to have a routine, to have something I can look forward to every day, something positive to bring to everyone. But yeah, no, you're right, dude. It's been a crazy, like, you know, and yeah, you're right, Ray. Like, I have like different rooms set up and different stuff, so I'm like able to like just switch to a band, you know, in the other room now. You know what I mean? Like, I've put this together relatively. Like, I've tried. You know, season 1 was kind of fun and kind of off the cuff, and then and then season 2, I thought about it, and I was like, I think I want to do more of like a late night kind of show type deal. You know, and that's why I kind of came up with the desk and the chairs and the whole thing. So we're kind of doing it a little differently this season. And the next season, I even have a different idea for set. So set will change a little bit even in next season, which will be pretty fun and a little bit more relaxed. Actually, we're gonna have some accent chairs we can all sit in, myself and the guests included. A little coffee table and kind of a more informal environment for season 3. So that should be pretty fun.
Couple more years, it'll be super relaxed. You'll both be laying there in hammocks. You got a blender drink in your hand. And
right, I know. It's just gonna get more and more relaxed over time. Exactly. Yeah, pretty soon we'll be out by a pool. You know what I mean? Sipping on drinks and exactly. So
not even at your house anymore. You're at like you're in Maui or something on the beach.
Right. Yeah, man. So yeah, guys, I like to, you know, like I always like to say, you know, it's important to stay active in your own mental and emotional health. And I find that one of the best ways to do that is to acknowledge the things you're grateful for, write them down, talk about them, you know, try and acknowledge them and be in the consciousness of those things that you're grateful for. And don't always allow the exterior circumstances, the external circumstances to dictate the way you feel. You know, and one of the best ways to do that is to acknowledge what you're grateful for. Start thinking about it, talking about it, and build, I would say, try your best to develop an emotional relationship with gratitude for the things that you want in your life that have yet to happen. I find that that's one of the best ways to get those things, to put yourself on the path to get those things, strangely to open doors that you didn't know were there to get those things. So when you think of the things you're that you want in your life, that you know you want in your life, they're coming to you already. When you think of those things, fully imagine that you've already achieved those things and see how you feel, and explore those feelings inside you when you imagine those things, when you immerse your imagination in the feeling of what does it look like to already be where I want, or to have those things that I want. What does it feel like to be driving that car? What does it feel like to be on that stage? Or what does it feel like? And once you develop that emotional relationship of what it feels like to have those things, you'll have those things.
Yeah, it's funny you said that, actually. When I was young and just started playing guitar, I had a guitar teacher for a short amount of time, like a couple months, and he told me exactly that. He was like, when that song that you love comes on the radio or you put the CD on, close your eyes and imagine yourself on a stage or with your guitar playing that song, and think of how that feels. And, you know, imagine the light shining down on you. Imagine looking out in the audience and seeing people that you know having fun and all that.
Right.
And I tried that, and it really did help. It helped, you know, be excited about the frustrating stages of learning guitar.
Did you find that it helped you stay in? Did you find that helped you stay in the stay excited about it, and not
Absolutely.
And make you kind of be involved, more engaged and involved, and kind of not make you want to quit the guitar?
Absolutely, it did. And when I actually got to experience what I visualized for real, that was such a huge win for me. when I finally got up on that stage and I saw my friends out in the audience, or I saw my
Dude.
mom out in the audience. That's the best, when you see your mom in the audience. I'm sure you've experienced that a few times.
Oh yeah, dude. Anytime I'm playing where if my mom's in town, or if I'm playing where my mom lives, she's there every time, the whole show. Like, she doesn't, even if it's 3 hours, like, she's there for sure. Like, she don't miss none of it. She's most of the time here in the audience too, when we're doing our thing here live. Yep. So yeah, and I do know how that feels, bro. Like for me, it was weird. Like, when I started playing guitar, I wanted to be on stage. Like, it wasn't just like I just want to play guitar. Like, I was like, I want to be that guy who's doing that thing and playing that guitar and singing. I saw Silverchair and I was like, dude, like, that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? And so when I got on stage, it was like that, it was like that big, like, release of tension that was like I was building up to something, and I was like, okay, I'm like, I finally had the experience. I know what it feels like. This is exactly what I thought it would be, and it's exactly what I want, and it just, you chase that constant, positivity, that role of like, okay, like, this feels good, this is successful, it's what you want to do, you know what I mean? And once you do step on that stage and you see the whole crowd just digging the show, and it's like, you're like, oh, bro, at that point there's no stopping. At that point there
especially
is no stopping.
For us who played heavy music and fast rock music and loud music, there's something to that too, not just downplay acoustic music or anything like that. Like, there's a certain power to that, but when you plug into a double stack Marshall and you tune down to drop D and you crank a D chord at 125 decibels, there's some kind of power to that, especially when the audience is roaring back at you, and it's addictive, man. It really is, and I really miss that. A lot of people ask me, why don't you play live anymore? And it's like, well, I understand what you're saying, but for me, the power was in having a heavy rock band. I need my guys on the stage with me, backing me up, and a full drum kit with a drummer going nuts, and
I can,
that's what I miss. I don't miss playing at the open mic down the street.
Oh yeah. Well, for someone like you who toured with large bands and you've had the experience of being on big stages, it's like, it's not necessarily just playing in front of people that's exhilarating. You know what I mean? Like I understand, and I completely actually agree with you, because when I work, I go to play at restaurants. But I've played on, I've played to sold out House of Blues, I played on, stages with 10,000 people, watching, and it's like, and, I grew up, I was in half ton and 8 count in an era where, like, every venue that I've ever played at, like, I would never have to pay for entry to any show. I would always have backstage, because I was, because I knew the owner and all the security and the whole staff of, like, every place in town, so you never had, it was like this, it wasn't just the fact that you were on stage killing it and that people were enjoying your stuff and this, like, huge wall of sound was coming out of you, but it was like this whole thing in the scene. It was like, wow, like, this is a real, like, it's a thing. There's, like, a lot of, there's a lot of respect being thrown around, for very weird reasons. You know what I mean? So
yeah, my mom and I say that a lot when we talk, because she has a lot of experience in show business as well.
Really?
Not necessarily just music.
I didn't know your mom had experience in show business.
You did, actually. We talked about my past experiences with film.
Oh yeah, but I thought you were on film with your uncle most of the time.
No, it was my stepdad.
Stepdad. Sorry about that.
But my mom worked in the background in the office and whatnot, so she has a lot of experience in VIP stuff and didn't have to pay for tickets and knew all the crew.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man.
So we talked about that. It's like it's not as much fun to buy tickets and go to a concert anymore, when we're used to standing in the sound booth or on the stage or working the show.
And just as equivocal, it's it's not as fun to just go and play at an open mic night when you're used to playing in front of 10,000 people on a giant stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So I get that, man. But you did play a show here recently, did you not? You played the first show that you've actually played in some time recently.
Over 10 years. Yeah, that was my first full show in over 10 years.
And what exactly did you do? Was it a cover band? Did you go and sit in for a cover band, or what'd you do?
Yeah, my friend Diane, she's got a group with a couple of her family members, and she called me last minute. It was on Canada Day.
Very cool.
The first of the month there. And she said, hey, I need a bass player. And I said, well, I'm not a bass player. She said, well, you're good enough. Come on down. And we played 3 full sets of everybody's favorite classic rock stuff, and it was great.
Dope. That's awesome, dude.
I know, I had tons of fun.
Yeah? Did they feed you?
I wasn't supposed to be eating any food because of the whole scare at hand. Need people handling my cheese and crackers. But
there you go. Right. That's cool.
It was an outdoor gig, someone's backyard facing the main beach here at town, so the public was able to walk by, but it was also private.
Mm-hmm. That's cool, though. So it was kind of like an open air thing?
Yeah, it was awesome. Cops came by. They were like, hey, glad to see everyone's having fun.
Right on, dude.
Which was nice. They didn't arrest us or make us stop or anything.
Or like tell the singer to put their mask on. Like they're like
I kind of wish they would have. I was the only dude wearing a mask in that whole crowd of people. I was pretty choked about that.
Well, you're outside. You'll be all right. I think you're gonna be good, Beej. You gotta.
Well, it's been 2 weeks.
You're a man, Beej. You got this. All right, now. All right, I'm gonna throw you a couple of guitar trivia questions. All right.
Oh,
okay.
Nice. Bring it on.
All right. So some of these are going to be a little easier than others. Most of them are going to be a little more difficult, though, because I know you're intelligent, Beej. You're an intelligent man, so I'm not gonna placate you. All right.
All right, man.
This ain't no child questions. All right. You're gonna be okay.
Okay, bring it on.
You're gonna
man.
be all right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Here we go. All right.
By the way, the word placate reminds me of one of the amp sims that's on my Line 6 Helix guitar synthesizer.
Why? Why is that?
Because it was, I don't know, it's just the name of one of the presets.
Oh, that's the name of one of the presets. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. What animal body part is not the name of a guitar part?
What
animal body part is not the name of a guitar part? Now think about this. This is going to take a little bit of thought here to register this, Beej, because you know that the guitar has a neck, a guitar has a head, it's got a body. Okay. What now? What else might it have that animals have? Does it have horns?
Teeth.
It has horns, right? Some guitars have horns.
Yeah.
Okay, so
teeth?
What?
Teeth is my answer.
Teeth is your answer? Is that your final answer, Beej?
I think so. I'm not sure. That was a weird question, dude.
Foot, Beej.
A foot.
The head is at the top of the neck. And generally houses the tuning keys in the maker's brand. The neck joins the body to the head. The knee bone's connected to the thigh bone. Where was I? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The horns are the sticky outy bits at the front of the body on some guitars. I think Fender Strat. And they're used for balance and appearance, but there is no foot on the guitar, Beej. There's no foot.
So where's the teeth?
There are no teeth? What are you talking about? There's no hair either.
I don't know.
There's no hair either. I mean, what are we talking about here? All right.
That was a dumb
Moving
question.
on.
Give me the next question. Next question.
That was a perfect question. All right. All right. The pickups on a bass and any electric guitar pick up the vibrations from the strings and transmit them to the amplifier. Which of the below is a pickup that you can find on a bass or electric guitar? Single coil, split coil, piezo, or all of these?
I I'm not sure what a PSO is, but you can find the first two on a guitar.
All of these, Beej. It's all of
so
these.
So I guess all of those.
I'm gonna give that one to you. So you're 1 for 2.
What's a PSO?
You're batting 500 right now. What's a what?
Tell me what a piezo
pickup?
is.
Piezos are more commonly found on 6 strings, but they are used on basses as well.
Did you say piezo?
Piezo, yeah.
Like P-I-E?
Yes, Z-O.
Okay, well, you said it wrong.
Piezo. I don't. I've always say it like that. So I don't know. Well, I'm sorry, Beej. I don't speak Italian, son. Why don't we get on Skype later?
That was a 5-letter word.
Why don't we get on Skype later and you can give me a lesson in Italian? How's that, Beej? With your infinite Italian skills.
Magnifico.
Wonderful. All right. This should be fairly simple, B. I don't even know I'm going to move to that because you won't get this either. All right. Okay. This should be fairly simple. I know the answer to this one, so you should too. This brand of mainly acoustic guitar, introduced in the 60s, was famous for its round composite back.
Ovation.
Bingo. Good job.
Yay.
The Ovation guitar is still around today. It was made famous by Glenn Campbell and Melissa Etheridge. All right.
And they're a pain in the butt to play because they slide off your leg all the time.
Totally. Bro, you cannot sit down and play an Ovation guitar. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, bro, you have got to have a strap for that one, dude. All right.
You know, actually, I figured out another solution. Because I struggle with that sliding off my leg. If you get some of this stuff, it's like this waffle stuff that you put on your shelf.
Oh yeah, that goes in like your drawer.
Right? I got a strip of it. I put it on my leg for guitars that slide off my leg. Works brilliantly.
That's actually not a bad idea. Look at you, Beej. Oh, MacGyver
I know. You
and
can
shit
just
over here.
tuck it into your waistband or whatever.
You're fucking awesome, Beej. All right, here's something. Here's one I didn't know. Let's see if you do. What was the first model guitar produced by Fender? And I'll give you a hint. It wasn't the Stratocaster, and it wasn't the Telecaster.
There is a couple. Which one was first? The Broadcaster.
Bingo! Good job, Beej. Good answer.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Leo Fender produced the Broadcaster, which was a prototype of the Telecaster in 1951.
Yes,
BJ, look at you. You're getting some right answers here. Wait. I forgot how many you got. You missed the first
All
one.
of them?
You got the first one wrong, dog. Let me say.
No.
Yeah. You got the first one.
You gave it to me.
I gave you the second one. The first one. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna go back now. I gotta go back and see.
Doesn't matter. I'm not like I'm winning any prizes. Here,
all right,
so.
you got. All right, so next time you're on, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna get a prize set up for you for this game.
Oh.
Every time we have a guest on and we do this little trivia game, we're gonna have an actual prize for them. Actually. So
nice.
All right, the foot. It was the guitar, the head, the foot thing. You didn't get.
Oh, that one, right?
Yes. And then, but you got 2 other ones. So you're what? You're 2 for 3. You're 2 out of 3.
Here we go.
There we go. Or are you 3 out of 4? I can't remember. I don't remember anymore. No, you're 3 out of 4 because you did the Ovation and the Broadcaster one too.
There we go.
3 and 1. You're 3 and 1.
You'd think as musicians we'd be able to.
It's
count
a hitter's
4.
count.
Okay.
I don't remember any. Just my memory sucks. All right, here we go.
What were we talking about?
All right. Okay. I can't give you this one. This is way too easy.
I think I deserve an easy one after that weird first question about animal guitar parts.
Not that easy. The question was how do you tune the guitar from the top to the bottom? And there's no way I was going to give you that question.
Well, there you can tune from both.
Well, but yeah, from top to the bottom, you know what it is. We all know. You all know. Everybody knows. Even those people who don't play guitar out there know. I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, okay. This one is a one I didn't know that you might know because you're all guitar buffed out. Here we go. By what name is Paul Reed Smith's top-of-the-line instrument known? By what name is Paul Reed Smith's top-of-the-line instrument known? I had no idea about this, by the way. I didn't know.
The Dragon.
You're right. Absolutely. I have no clue. Look at you, bro. You're like a guitar savant here.
Oh, yeah. I'm a total nerd. The Dragon's really cool, actually. Once a year, they make a Dragon guitar, and it's like pimped right out with like a dragon inlaid up the neck.
I've seen PRS's Dragon inlays, but I didn't know they had...
Look at the one from this year. It's just insane, dude. He's like spraying fire all over the headstock, and yeah, it's cool.
That's dope. You guys check out PRS guitars. They're really, really cool guitars. I've always wanted one myself, actually.
They're so crazy expensive, dude, though.
Mm-hmm. All right. What is the name of the small piece at the top of the fingerboard which supports the strings?
A nut.
Beej.
Eddie.
Good job. Look at you.
Thank you.
You're 5-1. I'm keeping score now. Ray, I appreciate you.
Nice.
Appreciate
Good call, because we have zero memory.
My memory's
never remember.
garbage right now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty much crap.
All right, we got a couple more. You got 4 more questions.
All right,
then for this one, you just get a really hearty congratulations. And then next time, you'll have an actual prize coming your...
I want a wink in the gun if I do good for the rest of my questions from you. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, I just got 2 free ones. Awesome.
Here, wait, you got 5 already right, so... There's 3 more.
Yes.
All right? All right.
So you got the wink in the gun under control, I must say.
All right, here we go. This is a good one. I did not know this one either, but you probably will because you're a guitar nerd.
Total nerd.
All right, here we go. You know, and some people would be like, you know, like you're a guitar nerd, but guitar nerd, that's not a bad thing. But you know what, Beach? It fucking is, dude. It's a fucking bad thing, dude. Don't be a guitar nerd.
Really?
I'm just kidding, Beach.
Oh, that's hard, man.
Dude, I'm a guitar nerd, bro. You tripping? Well, not as big a guitar nerd as you, but I will say that I do like myself a good guitar, Beach.
Right?
And I have been to see G3. So if you don't know what G3 is, if you know what G3 is, then you know that I'm a little under Beej as far as guitar nerddom goes, because to go and see G3, you have to know that you're going to see a show with where there is not one girl in the crowd. There is 10,000 guitar nerds showing up at this place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you got the balls to go see G3, you're a fucking guitar nerd. You know?
Dude, which G3 did you see? Who was playing?
Oh, actually, Eric Johnson was on tour for one of his albums that he had just put out at the time. So I got to see Yngwie and Eric and Joe Satriani and Steve Vai. Dude. Yeah, I got to see Yngwie Malmsteen.
I got that DVD, actually.
Bro, it was awesome. Yngwie was it.
Yeah.
Dude. Bro, if you guys don't know who Yngwie Malmsteen is, go check him out on YouTube. He came out, and the first 30 minutes of the entire show was Yngwie Malmsteen, just himself on stage, ripping to Bach. They had
he's like a classical shredder.
Yeah, they had some classical just in the background, and he was just shredding for 30 minutes to just the craziest, dopest classical piece, right? And then he's got his band that comes out, and he just rips the whole place to shreds. And by the way, his shirts say, on the front they say Yngwie who, and on the back it says Yngwie fucking Malmsteen. That's who.
Right? And he still wears leather pants. Dude, and he's 70.
Leather pants, shirt with no sleeves, the whole deal, bro. Hair down to his ass.
Eating cheese sandwiches and drinking Heineken.
You got it, dude. Exactly. So I got to see G3, but that was awesome. All right, so moving to the question.
The question.
Which of the following is not a bass issued by Gibson? Thunderbird, Ripper, Victory, or Mustang?
Mustang.
How the fuck did you know this? I mean, how in the world did you know this?
I worked in guitar stores for like most of my life.
So the Mustang is the answer, and it is made by Fender. Actually, one of the most
yeah.
It's one of the most recognizable designs one of the most recognizable designs in the line of Gibson basses is the Thunderbird, released in '63. It was designed by auto designer Raymond Dietrich and resembles Gibson's Firebird solid body electric guitar. That's super cool.
Yeah, dude.
Interesting.
They play really good. I hate the looks of those Bird guitars.
Okay.
Not a fan.
All right. So this is a good question, and I would probably be able to guess this just because era.
Okay.
Which of these is regarded... Oh, we got to give you another point here. So you got six, and you're 6-1. All right, here we go.
Yeah, don't be skimping out on my
I got you, dog. You're on point. Here we go. Which of these is regarded as the first commercially successful electric guitar? The Fender Esquire, Les Paul's Log, Gibson ES 150, or the Rickenbacker Frying Pan?
The Rickenbacker Frying Pan.
Good answer, Beej. Look at you going.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, I will never question your guitar knowledge prowess ever again. You're
good.
You're like the prince of guitar knowledge, Beej.
I'm pretty up there. I'd like to think I know my shit.
I'm gonna write a song that that commemorates your princedom to the guitar knowledge. You know, you do.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
I'm going to. My mom's.
I'm gonna forfeit all my upcoming prizes
for that song,
to have that song at the end of all my quizzes.
All right, I like it. All right, my mom says he deserves a prize. All right, so 7. You're 8. Oh no, that was 7. That was 7. So you're 7-1. All right. I'm not asking you that. That is an easy ass question. That's weird. If I gave you that one, you might get it, you might not, but I don't think. I don't know, man. It's a hard one. Okay.
You can throw it at me if you want.
All right, let me throw it at you. I'm gonna throw it at you as kind of an auxiliary. This one doesn't count, but I just want to know if you know this.
Okay.
Actually. All right. What was unusual about the first Gibson SG guitars ever made? What was unusual about the first Gibson SG guitars ever made?
Is it a multiple choice?
No.
No? What was unusual about the first SG guitars?
I'll give you a hint. It was something about the marketing. It was something about the way they were marketed.
They were a Les Paul SG?
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit, dude. Yes, they marketed them as a Les Paul when they weren't actually Les Paul guitars.
Yeah, dude.
What a trip, dude. They marketed, check this out, around 1959, the Les Paul model was discontinued and Gibson launched their SG model 1 or 2 years later as the second version Les Paul with a Les Paul model decal on the headstock.
Yeah, the little truss rod plate actually said Les Paul on it.
By 1962, Les Paul's endorsement contract was up for renegotiation and he objected to the new model bearing his name. Eventually, he sued Gibson to have them remove his name from the SG, which then became known under that very name. Wow! Gibson later relaunched the Les Paul in the late 60s. What a trip.
Hey, man.
There's
all sorts of crazy controversy with that company, man.
Hey, I'm giving you that, dog. That was a solidly hard question.
Nice.
All right. Last question. You're 8-1. All right, here we go. Last question. Not easy, not terribly hard, but you would have to know the artist, which you might not. Who owns the Beast Stratocaster?
Oh, shit.
If you need a hint, let me know. I'll give you one.
Yeah, give me a hint.
Okay. God, if I tell you this hint, you'll get it for sure. Okay.
The Beast Stratocaster.
Okay, I'll give you one hint. He used to change the paint on it every few months to fool imitators.
Was it called the Beast?
The
though?
guitar was called the
Are we
Beast.
talking Van Halen?
Stratocaster. What?
Are we talking Van Halen?
No. So we're talking far earlier. We're talking this guy has played this guitar since 1961. And he is, well, let's put it this way. He's the king of surf guitar.
Oh, what the hell's that guy's name? From the Ventures?
I'm not sure. Was he with the Ventures? It's Dick Dale. Was Dick Dale with the Ventures? I have no clue.
Who's got that messed up?
But no. Okay, so that's okay. The last question was worth at least another shot at your 10th question. So here we go. Let me give you another.
Sorry, one more thing. The reason I got that confused with the painting question is because Van Halen used to paint his Stratocasters, and he called them the Frankenstrat. Right? So that's another monster and another painting kind of realm.
Gotcha. The Frankenstrat. Awesome. Love that. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have on the show pretty soon Johnny Garcia. He's one of the guitar master guitar designers at Fender, actually, and he's the one who designed all of George Lynch's signature guitars that George Lynch and the Lynch Mob played back in the day. So when you see,
oh shit, with ESP.
I'm not sure if his George Lynch didn't play ESP then. He played Fender then. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. I think John, but I'm positive that Johnny is the one who designed his actual guitars. So Johnny's going to be in the studio with me. Actually, one of the first years I ever went to NAMM, Johnny took me with him. It took me in to, introduce me to a lot of people, and it was super, super fun. So I'm going to get Johnny on here too. And when we get Johnny on the program, I might have to have you link in with us so we can get you guys both doing so we can get you guys going head to head on a little guitar trivia knowledge, dude.
Uh-oh, he might show me up there, man.
I don't know, dude. You're quite the fountain of guitar knowledge, bro.
I want a guitar fountain.
All right. All right. Last question should be fairly simple. Here we go. While British guitar wizard Eric Clapton has used all sorts of electric and acoustic guitars in his career, he actually played the guitar he had gifted to George Harrison to record his magnificent solo on the Beatles song While My Guitar Gently Weeps. What make and model of guitar was this instrument?
Oh, man. What was that? I can think of two.
It's a super popular style of guitar that we've mentioned here in the program today.
Was that his mahogany Telecaster?
That was not the mahogany Telecaster. It was.
Then I'm not sure.
It was a Gibson Les Paul. George's original electric Gretsch guitar that he used throughout their first recordings included the album Please Please Me, was a Duo Jet. All right, let me do one more. Yeah. I gotta give you one more. Here we go.
Let's do it.
All right. All right. All right. The forms of Cante, C-A-N-T, Baile, B-A-I-L-E, and Toque, T-O-Q-U-E, are characteristics of which particular style of European guitar music? Characteristics of which particular style of European guitar music? I'll give you a hint. It's played predominantly with finger picking.
Flamenco?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Ding, ding, ding. Good job, Beej. You win.
All right.
You win something. You win like I said, today, it's a very hearty congrats. by the way, Holly said she's going to send you a sweet-ass care package. She didn't say sweet-ass. She said sweet care package. I'm the one who said ass. So, Holly, if you got to put a little extra in there for him because I said ass, just do it, and I'll make sure I'll compensate you for the extra that you send Beej.
I must say, Holly does send some sweet care packages.
Nice. Very cool. In the past, what are those sweet ass care packages consist of?
She sent me one year with a hoodie that said meh on it.
I like that. Okay. That's pretty cool, actually.
A reindeer statue that poops gumballs.
That's also pretty damn cool.
And a garden gnome with a machine gun.
Love it.
That said angry garden gnome.
Nice.
And what else was in there? Oh, 2 packs of expanding water saturated underpants.
Dude.
So it's like a little tablet you put in water and it turns into underpants.
Legit.
In case you need some underpants.
Dude, it's like those little dinosaurs that you'd like put like a pill or something in like a little in the water and it would like turn into
the underpants were total shit, but it was a cool idea.
Dude, that's super dope, dude.
What else was in there? Oh, Googly Eye Emergency Kit.
What?
Right. It was like a tin full of googly eyes of all different sizes because you never know when you're going to need some googly eyes for something.
That's actually pretty good. Holly?
I know. I use it all the time. There was like a scuff on my wall that looked like a face, so I put googly eyes on it in my kitchen.
All right. That's pretty funny. All right. Now I'm jealous. So Holly, when you get a chance, send a care package on down to Southern California too. You know, send one down my way too. So we can experience the goodness of the Holly care packages.
Totally, Holly send a package.
All right, you guys are awesome. If you guys if you guys out there would like to, or you know anyone out there who might like to be a guest on the Listening Room, contact me at thelisteningroomlive@gmail.com. Thanks so much to my guest, Mr. BJ Engel, tonight. Thanks to everyone out there who's watched. Thanks to everyone out there who watches a little bit or a lot. We love you guys. And remember, folks, good things happen when you take the time to listen. My name is Eddie Booze, and I'll see you guys next time on the Listening Room. Thank you all. Love you all. Thanks for being a part of the Listening Room tonight. My name is Eddie Booze. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and give the video a like. We'll see you guys every Monday through Friday right here at 6:30. Take care.